Aaron? The, the, str- the strangle mall! I heard it in my closet, I swear. Oh, sweetie, it's just a silly old book. My grandmother used to read it to me. There's no such thing as a strangle mall. Come here, click. It's funny. Ah. Okay, so that explains why this was so hard to read, because this is the actual comic. And that makes so much more sense now. Anyway. Hello there, and welcome to another exciting chapter of my dreadful journey. Where before we had dealt with the evil bathroom over there and got a birthday present. And one candle. Ooh, I'm going to assume we're 12 years old then. Anyway, that being said, today we are going to be playing another fun, exciting game as soon as I can figure out how. Because that's the thing. Because while, let's check the bathroom again. Yeah, striped army is best, whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Because while these... Yeah, so that was the only open thing last time we played. So today... Ooh, what's this? Sea Champ? Nothing to be afraid of. It's just all your stuff in there. Are you sure? The man on the news said that monsters are real now. Don't you worry about what no man on the news is saying. Ain't nothing gonna get you as long as we're here. And then the father fucking died. It opened. Ooh. Press R to read. Shift note. If you're reading this, that means you have been given the distinct honor of working one of our illustrious overnight locking parties. So you're either new or really pissed off the big guy upstairs. Either way, get ready for 12 whole hours of screaming kids, drunk parents, and shitty pizza. Jesus Christ. Bossman takes the key with him after the party gets started, which must be violating some kind of labor law, meaning if you want to grab a smoke, you'll need to get real comfortable with the weak old pizza box and vomit around, make a blend of our dumpster. Well, you will after working here for a week. If you get really desperate, I worked something out with the uh, bodega owner across the street. Guy's a bit of a nut job. Insists on making sure everything is coded so that Department of Extraterrestrial Concerns doesn't catch on. Luckily, he's also the kind of nut job to make spare keys for all the neighboring businesses in case he needs to stock up after the apocalypse. Definitely in violation of something. Flick the door light 3 times to get his attention. If he sees you, he'll flash his lights back at you. Count the flashes and subtract it from today's date. Then flash back that many times. After his lights go off, be sure to turn off the outside lights. Dude refuses to move when they are on. Seriously, try turning them on when he's coming over. He'll freeze like a statue. Creepy stuff. But it beats having to smoke out back. October 10th. 1, 2, 3. Three. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay then. Interesting. Should take this back to my birthday present table. All my birthday presents are. Flap. Alright, so we have already played... Where is it? We've already played Spirit Guardian. Now let's play We Never Left by Fire Game. On a dark and stormy night in 1983, the phone rings. Finish the game. Also, I forgot to read this. A daycare haunted by something sinister. Cries for help echo from its empty halls. Alright, so let's... I've already played this. So let's unlock this. And let's go play it. I will be right back, everybody. I hope you all enjoy my absence. Don't actually enjoy my absence. Wait, no, I misspoke. Fire game. Our games are on fire. Ooh. Ooh, I'm gonna do this voice from now. Headphones are recommended. If you are streaming or recording your gameplay using OBS, please use display capture rather than game capture. This will circumvent issues with streaming. Please use what? Whoops. Is it bad that I immediately forgot which version of capture I should be using? Jesus! I feel like I need to turn the music down a little. It's rather loud. Do, 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 do. The phone is ringing.
Please leave your message after the tone.
Hello, this is William, and you don't know me, but your cousin Michael works for me at Claustra Studios, and he has not shown up to work at all this week, and nobody in the office has heard from him. So, of course, I stopped by his house to see if he was okay, and his car was in the driveway, and I swear I thought I saw someone walk by the attic window, but nobody answered the door. But I did find a note on the door, which is why I'm calling you. And it just has your name, number, and a message that says, finish the game. So, you know, Michael's known around the office for being a little bit off, but this is strange, like really strange even for him. And, you know, as I'm sure you know, he typically keeps very to himself, but he has talked a little about you and how you guys used to write the Choose Your Own Adventure stories together.
Ah, shit.
So, you know, I hope you know what this all means, and of course, I hope Michael is okay, but we really need to get in touch with him. So, when you get in touch with him, please tell him to call us at the office. Okay, thanks so much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, 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 bye-bye. I lost my mind, which is probably not a great place to be in a choose-your-own-adventure. The following experience frequently utilizes classic text-adventure gameplay. If you find yourself getting stuck, feel free to use the reference to help at any time. Cigarette. My Michael gave me this house key years ago. I don't know why, but he insisted to keep it. We haven't spoken in years. We should get some lights on in here. Pizza box, a few beers. There's no light switch for in here? Seems like a really weird... Oh, there's a zoom button. Interesting. Huh? Aha! Laundry detergent. Cat food. If I want to listen, I'll need something to play this on. Right click to read. March 28, 1983. Dr. Miller says I'm using the journal wrong. She says I need to get out of my emotions and my anxieties. I'm not disturbed. I'm just passionate. She doesn't get it. Nobody gets it. I'm on the verge of creating the next evolution of horror entertainment, and people are just saying my brain is fucked up for having these horrid thoughts. It's not like I think that way personally. Is Dario Argento sadistic because he directed a movie where dancers are getting sacrificed to a cult? No. People call him a genius. How is what I'm doing any different? I'm making a character. April 2nd, 1983. Multimedia. That's the key. I figured it out, and I like where this is going. I've got a plan in place. I just need to execute. Everyone's going to see that I'm a real artist. This game is going to be different than anyone has ever seen. My magnum opus. Uh-huh. Another empty pizza box. Jesus! Is that a Sega Genesis? And a PlayStation? I probably got those wrong, and I'm showing my age here. What? Looks like a good enough time waster. What? 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 Yo! I like how there's a zoom in feature. Yo. Yo. Bam. 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 Their billions got nothing on this game. Look at how overwhelmed I am. So overwhelmed. such whelming. Something just flashed on my screen. Why is there like video game static on the side there? Getting a little distracting. Are those fucking spirit orbs? Hey, gotta love me them spirits. All right, back out now. Back out. All right, we gotta go through. We gotta go through the game. Huh? The hell is that sound? God, that's annoying. April 20th, 1983. Everything is in place. I haven't slept in days, but this is going to be worth every second of exhaustion. I keep getting calls from work, asking where I've been. I don't see the point in answering. They never understood, so why would they start now? I'm going to make a better game than any of those assholes could ever imagine. There are a lot of risks involved. But this is some really good stuff. Time to create true horror. April 25th, 1983. I've picked my playtester. I needed someone special. Someone who I feel that, if anyone, would understand the importance of what I'm doing. I didn't like my ideas much when they were just writing stories. When we were just writing stories. But I've matured. I know how to execute. Everything is perfect. Leave the light on. Oh, I can play that tape now. Let's listen.
And recording. Okay, this is Dr. Miller. It's currently February 12th, 1983, and I'm talking with Michael Krieger, age 33.
32.
Right, sorry, age 32. How are you feeling today, Michael?
I mean, I've been worse.
Been up to anything exciting?
No, not really. I've been watching a lot of movies, but that's about it.
Oh, what movies?
Mostly horror movies.
Oh, I can't watch those. I'm a bit too jumpy. Why horror movies?
I guess the feeling I'm trying to get, it's like I'm so numb. Maybe if I find the right movie, it'll make me feel something, but it's like none of them are enough.
I could see how that could be frustrating.
Yeah.
Have you, been writing in a journal like I suggested?
Oh, yeah. I actually think I'm taking to it a bit more than I expected.
Well, that's great to hear. Is there a reason you've had a change of heart about it? I know you weren't super thrilled last time we talked.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I found a use for it.
Well, that's really great to hear. So, I did want to ask about where we left off last. I know you don't like to talk about it, but are you having any more thoughts of hurting others, hurting yourself?
Listen, I know what I wrote on the papers. It sounds bad, but it's more fantasy than anything. It's not like I'm planning on doing anything. They're just stories.
I understand that, but if they continue coming to mind, then...
I promise I'm okay.
Okay.
Huh, interesting. So, I want to talk about, real quick, I fancy myself a writer. I enjoy writing. I enjoy, stories. I also enjoy psychological horror. Um, that being said, like, when people... Ooh, there's a slice of pizza left. Anyway, so when people read my stories, if I ever feel like they're reading my personality into it, and like especially like more villainous characters, then I start getting a little uncomfortable because why are you thinking that I personally relate to these villains? And it speaks more about the person reading these than, the person in question writing them. Now, I don't know if that's exactly what our cousin here is doing. We haven't gone through too much of the game, but so far it just seems like he's really passionate about his stuff, and people are just taking it as he personally wants to do all this nonsense. Granted, I haven't seen what his game entails, so let's listen to another cassette tape and see what happens.
Alright, and good. Okay, my name is Dr. Miller. It is January 23rd, 1983.
This is
Could
earlier.
you state your name and age?
Hey, why is this being recorded?
This is just for record keeping and review purposes. I promise that these tapes aren't going to leave this office.
They're here, so liar.
Okay.
So, name and age?
Michael Krieger, 32.
And what brings you to see me today, Michael?
I thought I filled all that out on the paperwork.
Yes, but I always like to ask. It's just nice to hear you share it in your own words in person.
Well, I guess I just feel kind of stuck.
Could you expand on that at all?
Well, a lot of it is work. And don't get me wrong, I'm grateful that I'm able to work for a video game company. It's what I love to do. I just... Fuck,
No, it's okay. Say it how you feel it. You don't have to censor yourself.
I just thought I'd be able to express myself a bit more, you know? I'm really craving that creative freedom. I get there's a market for those fantasy games we make, but I just feel like I could be making more.
What do you mean by more?
Something real, something that would make you feel something, I don't know.
And is this feeling just related to work?
No, but it's a big cause of it.
Okay. So, I did want to talk to you about what you wrote in your paperwork. There are certain things that I find concerning. I'd really like if we could talk about that, if you're able.
Yeah, could we not? At least not yet. I'm just not...
No, it's okay. I understand. We can circle back to that later, okay?
Okay.
Alright, so updated on that. Minus whatever she found concerning in whatever he filled out in the paperwork, and I don't know what questions he is answering either. The fact that he's sitting here, like, in his journal, he's like, I want to create true horror. And in here, he's like, I'm stuck because I don't think I can have creative liberties, blah, blah, blah. I enjoy working for this video game company, blah, blah, blah. But it's 1983. There isn't a whole lot, if I recall, like, ability to give people emotions through the video game medium. Like the 1990s is definitely a lot better for that, if I recall. But who knows? Alright. Bedroom is locked. I don't have the key to unlock it. Okay. So now we just have to start searching for other things. We never turned on the light in here. Aha. Let's look at these photographs first. Photograph of an old house. Never seen this place before. It's a picture of a living room. Looks like it's only lit with the camera flash. Oh, and there's a note here. March 15th, 1983. But this is a month or little less than a month or a month after his second meeting with the therapist. I've been at work pretty relentlessly trying to make something great. A lot of the work has just been watching movies, Halloween, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Shining, etc. They're fine, but it needs something else, and I'm just not sure what. When I watched Jason Voorhees chasing campers, I felt nervous, sure, but scared? I feel tense and I feel worried for the character, but I know that I'm okay, so I don't feel that horror. I don't feel like I'm in any danger. It feels so disingenuous. Plus, it's really difficult to capture that visual aspect with the tech I have available. All I really have is text, text, and more text. I'm not much of a reader, but maybe I should check out the Shining novel to translate better to my games. Okay. March 17th, 1983. I've thought more about it. I think I was wrong. Maybe the technology won't allow much in the way of visual horror. You're in the 80s. But that doesn't mean I can't find another way. I'll keep trying, but I think I'm on to something. March 18th, 1983. I've got it. I've written one sentence entries in my journal before. So I'm wondering, so obviously there's some sort of horror component to this, but I'm wondering how much of this is going to end up being he's just born a few decades before, the time of horror, I guess. Like horror gaming. Alright, let's listen to that cassette tape. So far we have a date in February and a date in March.
We are recording. This is Dr. Miller. It is March 20th, 1983.
Another March date.
I'm speaking with Michael Krieger, age 32. How are you doing today, Michael?
Actually, I'm doing pretty good.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I think I've got something figured out.
What do you mean by that?
Like, you remember last session how I talked about feeling stuck?
So this is the second one.
I found a way out.
Oh, and how's that?
I decided to make my own game. Something that no one at the company would understand. It's gonna be amazing.
And what does everyone at work think about this?
I haven't gone in a few days.
And why is that?
I feel stifled there. Yeah, I go back, but I need this time to work on my work. I need to focus on this one thing.
Well, I'm glad you found something, but please remember you need to take care of yourself, too.
I know. I know. Trust me, this is all gonna be great.
Well, it's great that you found something.
Don't I know it?
And are you still writing in that journal?
Oh, yeah.
Would I be allowed to see it?
Not just yet. It's not quite finished yet.
Finished.
Finished?
Yeah, it's not done.
I'm not sure what you mean. The journal isn't exactly something you finish. It's more like a continuous stream of thought.
I know, just I'll let you look soon, okay?
Okay.
Okay, that is a little more concerning. What is he using? I mean, we've seen his journal entries, like right here, for example. Oh, wait, I never read this. Dr. Miller has suggested that I start writing my thoughts into a journal. According to her, it can help me sort through my more difficult thoughts. I hate that term. Difficult thoughts. I don't think wanting to create my best work is something to be thought of as difficult. Maybe I'll stick to it, but I don't really see it happening. February 8th. I just got back home from work and I'm so sick of being there. No one understands my vision. I thought when I decided to work in computer games that I would be able to stretch my legs a bit and finally bring my art to the world. But no, they're all so tame. They say that my ideas are too dark. It's not too dark, it's horror. There's a difference. They want to make games about dragons and knights and fucking fantasy quests. I frankly don't care about saving some princess. It's shallow. According to them, horror isn't marketable. Oh boy. We need to meet our quotas. No one will want to play something this twisted. Screw them! I'll do it myself. Horror isn't marketable. He's talked about Jason Voorhees chasing down campers. Like, horror is marketable. It very clearly is marketable. In this time period. That just sounds like they are stifling him to an extent. But also the way he's writing it, either they didn't explain to him that that's not what their company does, that's not the type of games they make, which is fine, or he's ignored what the company is known for when he applied and just assumed he could do whatever the fuck he wants. This one's gonna take a while. I don't really need to mess with this right now, but it's good that I know where it is. So I need to find a key for the bedroom door. Photograph, photograph. I read that one over there before. Game console. These look like they would be horror movies. But this is all the journal entries. We're missing about 4 of them. Okay. I don't have the key to unlock it. Where would I find the key? Now, if I was this guy and I had to hide, not hide, but just put my key somewhere, I would just. Why did Michael lock up his bedroom? I would just leave it on the counter in my kitchen. Interesting. Picture of a woman reading in her living room from the outside window. Alright, Yeah, he's definitely actually going down. a very bad rabbit hole. This could come in handy. Read. How to play text games. 1. Keep your phrases simple. 2. Some commonly used commands are examine and go to, followed by your target. While these are by far not your only commands, they may help you if you are unsure what to do. Example, go to the door. You must specify if you'd like to use an item or on something by typing your desired action followed by the object in an item. This format is action object with item. Example, unlock the door with the key. Do not use punctuation in your commands. If you feel you've completed the task in an area, you can always type go back. Okay. Ugh. Oh, nope. Gotta remember not to do that. No. Front. Have you been seeing everything you need, or have you been missing something? Let's go look at those pictures again real quick. Okay. Little robot dude! Firesoft. Please insert a data storage device. Whoops. Alright, so I don't have a data storage device. Um... 3. Eight. 2. Okay. Two, 8, 3. Two, 8, 3. There we go. Has that asshole just been writing in one page in his journal, one side, this whole time? Another one of Michael's games. Is this what he was talking about? Yoink. Alright, time to sit down and play it. Massacre 1983. Massacre 1983. You feel heavy with both the weight of your cargo and your conscience. As your bare toes graze the asphalt beneath you, through your worn shoes, you marched onward. You knew exactly where to go next. The axe you lugged behind you. Wait, I think I saw some instructions or something sitting over on the dresser. Okay, whatever. You know exactly where to go next. The axe you lugged behind you made a screeching noise as the metal grinded across the street. You arrive at your destination, the old Miller house. A quaint, rustic home with 2 floors. There's a door directly in front of you. Beside you on your left is an old car. To your right, a path to the backyard. Go to old car. Take a look at the car. It's an old and rusted sedan. There's a story to this car that you can't quite put your finger on. The smell is one of old scrapyards and metalwork. You look through the window. Keys are sitting inside. The glass shatters with a loud crash. Not too loud, you hope. You peer inside the vehicle. There are a set of keys left out on the dash. You grab the keys from the car. Go back. None of the keys fit the lock. Alright. Move quietly to the backyard. It's not as spacious as you would have thought. The grass is trimmed perfectly. Patio is dimly lit by a dying light fixture. The back door sits at the end of the short stone path. You approach the back door. It's a flimsy screen door that stands in front of you, of a more sturdy wooden one. Nope, not that. Door unlocks with a lovely clicking sound. This is what you've been waiting for. Computer tripped a circuit. Interesting. You know, the fact that the progress saved. Step into a house, it feels almost like your own home. Such a nostalgic structure. You could almost feel that the lives that were created and lost by this house. You could almost feel the lives that were created by this house. And you want to be a part of that story. You crave to be a part of that story. Directly in front of you stands a staircase leading upstairs. To your immediate left is a small kitchen. Go to the kitchen. Move to the left of the kitchen. Room is very drab. Tile floors and walls make the whole place feel clinical. There's an odd smell emitting from a bowl of fruit on the table. You hate it here. You want to go back. Step into the house. It feels almost like your own home. Step into the living room. Another part of the story. Pictures are hung up across the walls showing a happy elderly couple. Young children are seen scattered amongst the photos. Grandchildren? You love them all. You're a part of this family and their story in your head. You creep slowly on the stairs. You try with every ounce of willpower you can muster not to let your axe bump on the stairs. The smile on your face is almost painful. The excitement is unbearable. You shake in eagerness. Up the stairs, you see only a straight path to a bedroom. Sneak to the bedroom door. It's cracked open ever so slightly. You can feel the mild breeze of a running fan from inside. This is your time. Walking inside, you step with such care not to make any spots on the floor crack. You see an elderly couple laying in bed. They look so at peace. The man sleeps comically with his mouth hanging open. The woman lays flat on her stomach. You want to look closer. You approach the bed. You can see the man's chest rise up and down so slowly. Oh, so slowly. It's your time. You raise the axe up above your head. You remember it being heavier. This feels right. You grip the base of the wooden handle with the greatest of care before flinging the metal wedge down on the man's stomach. His eyes jolt open as he flings himself for a moment, trying to sit upright. Your smile hurts. Let's knock on the door.
This is Dr. Miller. I'm speaking with Michael Krieger, age 32. It is April 16th, 1983. How have you been doing, Michael? Michael, I asked, how are you?
Don't act like you care.
Excuse me?
I know you don't.
I'm sorry, I'm not sure where this is coming from.
I found the thing that makes me feel better, and you tell me it's wrong.
Michael, I understand your frustration. But this project you're working on seems unhealthy. I understand you're passionate about this horror game, but some of the things you're writing seem sadistic. And I think it would be best if we...
Don't you dare tell me what's best for me, you fucking bitch!
I think we should take a step back and...
No, I'm done with this. I found what makes me feel better, and I'm gonna stick with it. I'm about to create a masterpiece in gaming. Hell, I'm creating a masterpiece of any art form. Why would you want to take that away from me?
I'm sorry, Michael, but I don't think this is good for you.
Don't pretend like you know what's good for me. You know I've spent my whole life just wanting to create. I just want so bad to let the world know what's going on inside my brain, and I finally found the message I want to send. I'm gonna be the horror auteur of the fucking millennium. Do you know what it's like to be told your entire life that your ideas are shit? It's too dark. It's disturbed. It's not. It's art. And I'm ready to show the world what my art can be.
All right, Michael's fallen off the deep end. He's a horrible murderer and absolutely enacted some of this stuff. And I didn't finish the other game. I didn't want to. In fact, I really don't want to. But we're going to do it anyway. I guess. You trek along the road in the dead of night. The cold air fills your lungs as you creep onward. A trail of blood streaks behind you like the slime of a snail. You can't shake the grin off your face. The axe you drag behind you makes a clanking sound as it hits the concrete with every one of your steps. It's the most beautiful rhythm you've ever heard. You come upon an all too familiar home, a single-level house with an attic for storage. So many hours spent inside. Work, work, work. Never enough. However, this house is not empty. He's here. To your left is an unfamiliar car. Looking your head, you see the front door. Walk to the front door. It's been left unlocked. You know that he's distracted inside. Approach the car, it's nicer than yours and you hate it. The interior is clean and put together. You're such a slob. Disgusting. The tires look freshly pumped full of air. You thrust a wedge of the axe into the car's tires. They let a satisfying pop and hiss. He's not going anywhere. You step into the living room. You stand inside for a moment and allow memories to flood back. It's horrid. To your right is the laundry room. Further in front of you is the dining room. To your left is the hallway. Of course not. Step through the hall, through the doorway into the laundry room. The smell of detergent fills your nose. More laundry will need to be done soon. Enough. In front of you is the coffee room. Behind you is the living room. Coffee room is so quaint. A small box of a room with a table and chairs. It's made to relax. Behind you is the laundry room. Circuit breaker is an old rusty box. Inside sits a switch. Let's try something. No, not yet. Give him time. Kitchen's just as you remembered. It feels so nostalgic. So many hours spent reheating frozen TV dinners. Ahead of you is the dining room. Garage door. The wood boards you had added still stand sturdy against the wall. Maybe it's time for him to see. Put your force into a great swing. The board's all split by your hand. The garage is open. Come and see. But we're missing 2 of these. Michael's cat, Sabrina. Her entrails are sprayed at her entrails are sprayed out on the hood of his car. I feel sick. This is a disturbed individual. Dear God. For the art. There's four corpses. Is this all some sort of sick game? I don't even know if I want to go up there. I don't even know where the attic is. How the hell? I can't leave anymore. Step into the living room. You can feel every moment of anticipation rush past you as you become aware that you're creating your masterpiece. Your left is the hallway. Metallic click before the world becomes drenched in darkness. Everything is perfect. Laundry room is to your immediate right. Dining room, so many meals eaten here alone. You're so tired of seeing this place. Step into the hallway. The carpet is dull. The walls are bland. To your left is the bathroom. Ahead and to your right is the bedroom. Directly in front of you is the ladder to the attic. The blue wallpaper in this bathroom feels like it's part of a past life. You can't wait for that life to be over. It's not much for you to do here. Behind you is the hallway. The bedroom is your one safe space, all of your work, all leading to this. As you look into the room, reminiscing on all your failings, you understand now that you're going to achieve greatness. Step slowly up the attic's ladder, one foot in front of the other, each step making a subtle creaking sound as you pull yourself up, using the axe for leverage. All around you are your past works. None have held the same feeling as this. This is special. Directly opposite you, across the room, is a man at the computer. You want to get closer. Say hello. Step ever so closer to the man. He appears to be sweating, shaking. You know you've done it. This is your magnum opus. You feel your chest tighten with excitement. You never felt this way in your life. It's addicting. You stand in the center of the attic. The man's still in front of you. You want to get closer. Take another step closer. The man's posture is tightened. You can almost see the hammer. Ugh. You can almost see the hairs on the back of his neck stand on end. He's so pure, so helpless. Your mouth waters. You step away. You stand a step away from the man. You want to get closer. Step forward until you nearly bump into the man's seat. Your smile hurts so badly. You grip your axe so tightly that your hands begin to hurt. You've never felt more alive. You try your best to contain yourself, but you're verging on animalistic. It's euphoria. You're sure he can feel your hot breath on his neck. You're an artistic genius. Stand right behind the man. You have the axe ever so carefully over your head. Think to yourself, we never left. Well, he's certainly taken... Oh, what? The fuck? I see. So that was interesting. I like how at first it was ambiguous whether or not he was just legitimately creating art or if he wanted something more. I definitely feel like if he had waited until like technology advanced to the point where he could actually have visual storytelling to go with his creative vision. I guess that's the thing, was he actually stifled or was he just crazy? I wonder if he would have gone the way he did if he had 2020 technology as opposed to 1983. But that's a question for another time. We are going to hop off for now. I hope to see you all again for my next chapter tomorrow. And before I go, I do have to point out, of course he's a fucking sociopathic monster. I'm just wondering if he could have, gone a different route other than murder, if given an opportunity. That being said, I really enjoyed this game. It was a bit slow, but it was a nice change of pace in comparison to other games I have played so far, where everything is always quick or just utterly surreal. This was a very at-home horror, I guess. A very at-home horror. And it worked in its favor. Now, were there some supernatural elements to it? Considering the guy was able to, somehow time everything directly to the commands? Probably. Anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your evenings. I know I will. And I will see you all again tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody.